This is our Airbnb in Mexico City. It's so quiet, except for the sound of a cat sitting on this car. It doesn't look like much, but we are in Roma Norte. We just arrived today. Mom is sleeping. 24-hour security over there. And our lovely apartment. The welcoming committee. See you tomorrow. Wow, there's a lot of pretty little things here. Hola! Yeah. Starting our walking tour here.
In other spots, I need you to be closer, the couples in front of each other, and it's much better because I can see you. Okay, guys, first talk of the day. Do you know that Mexico City was built on top of a lake?
Yes.
Yes.
This is a valley surrounded by mountains and volcanoes, okay? In the center of that valley, there was a big lake in past days, in past eras, and there was an island in the middle of that lake. The island, what was the name of the island? The city, the Aztec city. Tenochtitlan, okay? So Tenochtitlan, Aztec city, became Mexico City after the Spanish conquest, okay? And then we were 300 years colony from Spain. And then that place nowadays is downtown, Centro Histórico, okay? We are 35 minutes away from Centro Histórico, more or less. Just imagine, during the Aztecs time, this place didn't exist. This was part of the lake, okay? Now, how many neighborhoods I told you we have? 2,000. So let's talk about a little bit of markets and food. In Mexico City, you can find 150 markets like this one. The largest neighborhood has their own local markets. Then we have a bunch of supermarkets, okay? How many, I don't know, but we have a big market only about flowers. For example, those guys bought in the morning and they it turns into this, and many Mexicans doesn't know that. What's the name of this chile? This is the second most famous Mexican chile around the world. It's a cliché of the Mexican culture too. Sí, you got it. Chipotle. If you look at the map, the city looks like a heart. And in the city only lives 9 million people. The other 11 come from the suburbs. We move to the left, we are in Revolución. But if you go the opposite way, in the blue line, you can find Bellas Artes, Allende, and Zócalo, the main square. So we are going to finish in this spot, okay? The island in the middle of a lake will be this square, okay? And everything was water. Now, if you're planning to buy a Ferrari today or this week, go to Polanco, okay? The richest families and the Jewish community lives in Polanco. Between the pink, the green, and the dark brown, this is hipster land. Condesa, Roma Norte, Roma Sur, okay? If you want to pay the same prices that you pay in New York or in LA or in Texas, it's in these areas, okay? Outside the bubble, way much better prices. Now, Xochimilco, Coyoacán, it's over here, the Frida Kahlo's house. The boats, Xochimilco, over here. Who is going to do Xochimilco? Who's planning to visit Xochimilco? You have
What is it?
So,
I don't know what it is.
Okay, later I'm going to tell you what's about the Xochimilco area. Airport in the east side of the city, Basilica de Guadalupe and Teotihuacan, the pyramids really far in the north. Okay? Now, Mexico City is divided in 16 municipalities. The largest is this one, Iztapalapa. Okay? 2 million people lives here. People that works here lives here. People that lives here in hipster land and the Jewish community have never been in their lives here. Here are the slums, the ghettos. Okay? This blue line, it's a cable car. Not 1800s, not bad, 1800, but
1865.
no, but sorry. Qué pinche memoria.
1820.
What's your name? September 15 of 1810. Okay? It took 11 years to become independent from Spain. So by 1821, finally we became independent. Okay? So we became Mexico. After that, everything happened in this country during the 1800s. Everything. The first one, we have an invasion from another country by 1845. Which one invaded us that time? Yes. US invaded Mexico by 1845. 1847, US Army arrived to Mexico City. They won the war and we lost the half of our territory. We lost California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, parts of Wyoming, Colorado, and Texas. Mexico was double size than actual Mexico. Okay? So that's why there are some norteño bands that play for the migrants in the border. You know, they have a song that in the lyrics says, "We didn't cross the border crossed us."
Yeah.
Because that was part of Mexico. Then another country noticed that US was expanding. They tried to stop that expansion. How? Invading Mexico. Which one invaded us after US? France. Exactly. Okay? So France settled, start the war in 1862. The first battle, surprisingly, we won it. What date happened that battle? Mexico against France. Which date? No idea.
Does Cinco de Mayo come in there?
Come on, perfecto. Cinco de Mayo. Have you been celebrating Cinco de Mayo? In
Claro.
Chicago or in New York?
Yeah.
No? What do you think you were celebrating?
Usually the revolution.
No, we thought we were celebrating Mexican independence. but
Mexican
we weren't.
independence,
But
Mexican
it's not
heritage. No, now you know the background was the first battle, Mexico against France.
Okay.
Cinco de Mayo of 1862. Then we are going to lose the war and France settled a monarchy for 3 years. They brought the king from Austria. Why from Austria? Nobody knows. He was the only king available in that moment. Somebody asked, who wants to rule Mexico? So he said, me. Okay. From the Habsburg family, Maximiliano de Habsburgo. Okay? And where did he used to live here in the city? Do you know? He used to live in Chapultepec Castle. Who is going to visit the park with the castle? You have also in your schedule. How about you guys? Maybe it's in your schedule. We have a big park that is called Chapultepec with a lake and zoo and a hill with castle on top. All right. Well, the king used to live in that place, right? Well, after 3 years, the French invasion was over. What happened? Napoleon III had a war back home in Europe. He took back all the troops from Mexico to France, and the king was like himself. So the Mexican Liberal Party that was against the monarchy killed the king. And that was the end of the monarchy. So we became a republic and we have 2 or 3 presidents, but now please set your mind in 1880, okay? This is the first time that Pancho Villa and Zapata meet each other. Pancho Villa is sitting in the presidential chair, okay? And in that moment, here is Pancho Villa. Tonight, not a tequila shot, a tequila bottle, and you're going to win easily. No Mexicans know. Ask them, where is this guy buried? Okay, he's famous because he won the revolution. So ask any Mexicans where is this guy buried. Also, more famous, Pancho Villa, where is he buried? And the last one, Francisco Madero. The guy that looked like Lenin and he only lasts 15 months. Where are the three of them buried? ¿Sabes, Aaron?
No.
I show you, yeah? You can bet to Mexicans. The three of them are buried together here in the Revolution Monument. Okay? Every column, it's a crypt. Now we are going to walk upstairs. We are going to see in this column, has golden letters that says Francisco Madero. Beside Francisco Villa and in front, Venus. This is the moment when I make easy money. Who wants to bet $5 about American history, US history? Nobody?
No.
It's a shame, I always make easy money here. Okay, ask to your friends and bet them $5. You are going to win always. Who is the only guy that has invaded the United States properly with an army? In all US history, there's only one guy that has put a foot in US land with a bunch of guys. With an army. With an army properly. Who?
Pancho Villa, no?
Yes, Pancho Villa. Okay? What happened? Text to paint in the middle Mexican history. So we're going to talk about the characters that are on the painting. Okay, so come with me, let's go to the first one. Poor people that they couldn't access to the Alameda Park. Okay, so Diego Rivera has many moments in the painting to challenge his audience. Come to the center part. National University. Nowadays, if you are lucky to study in the UNAM, Universidad Nacional Autónoma de México, you pay only 1 peso. The best public or private university is now, something that the building is not straight. Can you notice that it's leaning backwards?
Yeah.
It's super easy to recognize the column, no? Looks really creepy. Why? Because the ground is not solid, the city is sinking 1-2 centimeters. That's a really good example of the big buildings, all heavy buildings sinking. That's why you can see the floor is not flat and it's level. You want to take a seat right now? Perfect. You want to use this one? Okay.
walking.
Se limpia una saumación. Buenas tardes. Vamos a pasar a la limpia. Ya me duele el pie, ya me duele la
Three other guys buried.
Yes, Pancho Villa, Carranza, and Madero buried together in the Revolution Monument. And what was the first one?
The jalapenos and chipotle.
Turns into Chipotle. Now, why we call it Zócalo? Because the real name is Constitution Square. So, Aaron, what does Zócalo mean? What the word Zócalo, what does Zócalo mean?
I owe you $5.
No, we didn't bet yet. Okay.
Zoo?
Many Mexicans doesn't know what the Zócalo means. Why we call it Zócalo? Okay. Do you remember Santana, the guy with the keys
Yes.
in the painting? Santana tried to build the Independence Angel, the round base with a column and a golden angel. In architecture, that base is called Plinth, P-L-I-N-T-H. In Espanol, the base is called Zócalo. So Santana built the Zócalo, only the base of the monument, and then he escaped. The monument wasn't finished, but the base was there for many, many years. So people start saying, hey, Aaron, let's meet each other. Where? In front of the Zócalo. Juan, let's go with the kids. Where? Beside the Zócalo, beside the base. So that word became the nickname of the square. In Mexico, we think that Zócalo, the word, means the center of a city. The center, the main.
Aztec ruins.
Hey guys, Dios. Oh.
Hola, busca lentes.
Where's Cheryl? Somewhere back there.